Hello and welcome to Real Whispers. On this month's episode we're going to be talking about the films that have been a little bit under the radar, so you might not have heard of them, but we're really excited about them. Also, in light of The Dark Knight Rises being released on the 20th of July, we're going to be talking about the Warner Brothers series of Batman films.
So we received some feedback from our last episode on YouTube from user Bavik Dokia, who wasn't interested in what's going to make the money. So we're going to talk to you today about what isn't going to make the money, what you may be unaware of in cinemas soon, and what we're very excited about. And you're going to go first?
Well, I'm excited about Safety Not Guaranteed. The trailer's out and it's a film that did very well at Sundance. It's from the same producer as Little Miss Sunshine, so you can probably guess humorous, quirky, independent. The reason why I'm excited about it though is the premise of the film. A magazine sends its journalists to respond to an advertisement that they see, and the advert is simply saying, I want someone to go time travelling with me. You know, it might be dangerous, you need to be fully trained with guns, and your safety is not guaranteed.
Brilliant.
It stars Aubrey Plaza, deadpan comedian, she's from Scott Pilgrim in the World, versus the World rather, and yeah, I want to see what she can do in a full starring role.
Yeah, it sounds great. I like the trailer a lot, it looks cool. My first film is Paranorman. I love Coraline, I love The Nightmare Before Christmas, I love stop frame animation, Aardman. And this is another one. It looks amazing, the trailer's gorgeous. And it's about a young boy who can talk with the dead. And there's ghosts and zombies, it looks really exciting. It just looks fantastic, and the cast is amazing. Cody Smith-McPhee, John Goodman, who has a great voice, Casey Affleck, Anna Kendrick, Scott Pilgrim versus the World again, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, and Bernard Hill. It looks brilliant.
I'm also excited about Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. It stars Keira Knightley, Steve Carell. I find Steve Carell a very likeable, charming presence, a good comedy leading man. Crazy Stupid Love, I'm a great fan of, 40-Year-Old Virgin. I also want to see what Keira Knightley can do with an American comedic role. The film is essentially about, the world's about to be destroyed, and he goes on a quest to find a long-lost love. It's directed by Lorraine Scafaria, who also did Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I
didn't realise it was a comedy. So it's got Steve Carell in it, I didn't realise that, that's really interesting. Anyway, sorry, my next one is a film called Upside Down. I really got took away with the trailer for this. It caught my imagination. It has Jim Sturgis and Kirsten Dunst in it, who play Adam and Eve, and it was born from the director driving along and daydreaming about two worlds that meet, and they're mountaintop here, and they meet there, but they're not allowed to cross over into planets. It's governed by authority and police. And it looks lovely. It reminded me a little bit of The Adjustment Bureau. It looks a lot of fun. So look out for that one. It hasn't got a release date yet, but it'll be out soon. Yeah, that's what I'm excited about mainly. There are other films too, namely Looper. Looper looks great. Beasts of the Southern Wild, which did really well at Cannes.
If you're an anime fan, the third Evangelion film, You Cannot Redo, is out this year, later on in Japan, so I'm really excited about it.
Cool. There's loads. Anna Karenina and there's Miserables. There's some fantastic trailers that have just been released. But we want to know what your films, the films that you're looking forward to are, so please tweet us at Real Whispers and let us know. So everyone is pretty much talking about The Dark Knight. We have already got our IMAX tickets booked. It's coming out within a month. And because of all this excitement, we had to find a way of letting it out. Some people do that by wearing t-shirts. Other people will pretty much watch the old films, so the Warner Brothers classic series. And we wanted to have a conversation about that, so starting off with Batman 1989, but more specifically Batman Returns. Which is great.
We have a bit of a disagreement on it. I find Batman Returns a little dull. Now the reason why I find it a little dull is because I'm a big fan of Michael Keaton as Batman, and in Batman Returns, his first line as either Bruce Wayne or Batman is 34 minutes into the film. That's ridiculous for a film that calls itself Batman Returns. Tim Burton doesn't know how to balance a script properly. He is obsessed with his imagery, he is obsessed with his mise en scène, and I think he finds the character of Batman boring. And because he was bored with Batman, I was bored with the film.
bored with it. Yeah, you can't be bored with it. I think Batman Returns is a stunning piece of work. Visually, it's wonderful to look at. It's designed exceptionally well, despite the original designer not being in it. And I thought the characters were really well developed, and it made it a bigger and better sequel, which is what you need from a sequel in a summer blockbuster that actually was more of a Christmas film. It has a Christmas theme, it's snowy, and I think the conflict is really well handled between the Penguin, Catwoman, Max Schreck, and Batman. And there are exciting set pieces in there, and I love the aesthetic of the film. I really do. Now, I take your point on board about Batman not speaking in a film called Batman for half an hour. I get that, yes, I know it's a problem, but you said that was your main problem of it, and it's dull and boring. I thought your point was that Batman's a better film.
Well, I like the character of Bruce Wayne, as I said, and with Batman, you're actually taken through his journey. So you've got the really great scene where he's grabbing a thug and says, "Tell your friends about me." And you have also got the introduction to the character. So Vicky Vale finds Bruce Wayne a curiosity, and she stalks him pretty much. She's a photojournalist, and she sees him laying the flowers by a place on the street where obviously we know his parents have been killed. We really get into his sort of dual personality, psychosis. You have a great scene, the introduction to Bruce Wayne, where you've got Vicky crashing a party along with another journalist, and they're sort of looking around his house, and they see this statue, and it's like, is it Japanese? And Bruce Wayne says that it's from Taiwan. I'm like, how did you know it's from Taiwan? Well, I bought it. It's a nice little scene. I'm brought on because I love the character.
Yeah, but I still remain. I love Batman Batman Returns, and that wouldn't have happened if he wasn't handled very well and a memorable character, which he is. I like Keaton's Batman very much, more than Val Kilmer and George Clooney. Kristen Bale, I think, is done wonders, but all of them are no Adam West anyway.
Well, with Batman, you have got a real emotional build with the character, to the point where there's a great line in Batman, and you hear it at the start of the film, and then he throws it back in Joker's face at the end of the film. And tell me, kid, have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? It's great, and it's got the emotional level of the Nolan films. You understand why this guy is dressed up like a bat, and why he wants revenge against something he can never really have revenge against.
But Batman Returns also has the political kind of context that Nolan brings to the Batman films as well, I would argue. He does. And Batman Returns has a great line. I prefer it to Dance with the Devil, which is mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it. A kiss can be deadlier if you mean it. I think that's a wonderful line, and it really develops Catwoman and Batman's relationship, sitting in the car, and Bruce Wayne's relationship beautifully. I took that away, and I remembered that a lot. It's a great line. It's a great line.
I prefer Batman Forever. So,
no.
If you have any views on if you think that Batman Returns is a good film or not, tweet us. If you're excited about The Dark Knight Rises, tweet us. We'd really love to hear what you think.
Batman Forever. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos and movie reviews. You can follow us on Twitter, that's @RealWhispers, and if you tweet us your reviews, we will retweet them. We also have a Facebook page, that's real.whispers, so please like it. And watch out for our Dark Knight Rises review, which will be coming out on its opening weekend.